Coach John Limbaugh Show brought to you by Lori Darling's, a great restaurant in Fayetteville and on the golf course over in Childersburg. Coach, do you play golf?
I play at golf.
Oh, yeah.
But I tell everybody, if it wasn't for my putting, driving, chipping, and ability, I could be pretty good.
Just eliminate all of that stuff. But I'm going to tell you something. You're talking about pretty good. It's really good at Lori Darling's.
Absolutely. She does a great job, and everybody in Fayetteville's very pleased with her. The place is always packed, but she cooks for our team on Fridays and does
You ever eat their
job.
hamburger steaks?
Oh, they're just delicious.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Hey, tonight it's Isabella. I think it's the Mustangs.
Right, the Isabella Mustangs.
And
that's right.
you know, that's a pretty doggone good football team.
Yes,
right there.
it is. Isabella, Vincent, Comer, they all are right now the ones vying for that top spot in our region. But Isabella's well coached. Coach Leonard does a great job with his kids, and they've got a bang-up program over there, a good program, a bunch of good kids, and they're getting the job done.
Halfway through the season. It's amazing, isn't it?
It's hard to believe, really. It really is hard to believe. But, you know, we have been through, and I tell folks this, we're very young, and but we're learning more every game and doing better. I've only got, you know, 7 seniors on this team. We are young.
You are very young, 7 seniors.
Well, we're young, and some of those have never played before. Some of those seniors, they're first-year guys. But I appreciate them being out there, too. But, you know, we're getting better. And the first half of our season, Jimmy's been the toughest half. It's the toughest teams. It's, you know, work in progress for our team anyway. We're facing the meat of our schedule to begin with, and I do believe things are opening up for us. Things are looking better. And I look for our team to play a lot better tonight.
How do you keep, especially a young team like this, and you've taken some lumps here lately, how do you keep those kids energized and keep them focused on the task at hand?
Well, it's an opportunity for learning and for growth. And I told our kids that this is football. It's a great teacher. It's for all of us, and we learn so much from it. But it's like if, God forbid, some doctor says that a member of your family or you yourself has cancer or something like that, that's what's tough to deal with.
Yeah.
You know, our faith and the way we're brought up, and a lot of things play into dealing with something like that. But becoming better men, becoming stronger men, more courageous, you learn a lot from a loss. You learn how to deal with a lot of things in life. And our kids, I found out through the years, kids are like yo-yos. As long as you hang on to them, they'll come back. You know, it's and they're resilient.
Yeah.
A resilient bunch. And I'm not kidding when I tell you this. Monday was probably our best practice of the year.
Coming off a shutout loss.
Yeah, coming off a shutout, a whipping, a behind-the-barn whipping. It was bad. In every facet of the football game, we lost. And that's tough to deal with. And I told them, I said, you just got old-fashioned whooping. That's what you got. And it doesn't get much worse than this, so we've got nowhere to go up but up. We got nowhere to go but up. But we did go up this week. Our kids looked a lot better. And, you know, the thing about the loss and looking at everything is my responsibility. That's my fault. I accept all of that. It's my job as a head coach to have the coaches and the team prepared. And apparently we were not. So I've got to do a better job. The coaches got to do a better job. The kids have to do a better job.
When you meet with your coaches after a game, say the one against Vincent, which Vincent's an excellent 2A football team, how do you kind of regroup with your coaches and say, hey, you know, this is what happened, we look at tape and all that kind of stuff, and look forward to the next week?
Well, you just said it. I mean, as coaches, you know, we can win a lot of games on paper.
Yeah.
But it's when you get on the field to play that things are a lot different. A lot of things we draw up, oh, we really like this, and you know, I can draw up $1 million on a piece of paper, don't mean I have it in the bank. So you can draw up all you want to, but it comes down to X's and the O's are one thing, but the Jimmy and the Joes are a whole different thing. And you know, Vincent's a good ball team, and they did a great job and proved it on the field of play. The last 3 opponents they've played, including us, Jimmy, it's like 160 to nothing.
Yeah. How did Isabella and Vincent compare? Isabella, you play tonight.
Isabella's got a great running back. Vincent has a good running back. Number 14 for Isabella can take it to the house at any moment. We've got to break down. We've got to tackle him. We've got to keep him in our sights at all times. And that they're well-rounded. They got a good quarterback, very mobile. They're going to run that football, try to run it right down your throat. And
that's been a concern of yours, the tackling with the Wolves.
Absolutely. And we worked on it this week and worked on our tackling. But you know, if you're not moving the football, we got 2 first downs last week, Jimmy.
That's not good.
And one of those were on a freeze play where we made the defense jump. So they gave us a first down. We were beating every facet of the game, no kidding. So if you can't move the football, there's a lot of blame to go around this time. So, you know, we have got to be able to stop them, get them off the field, and control the clock. We want to control the tempo of the game. Yeah. It's hard to do that if the offense is on the sidelines. So when they're scoring and they're out there on the field, it's a tough road to hoe. So we have got to, as a team, bring it all together and play a complete game. Is what we got to do.
Offensively for the Wolves, you got to get some points on the board somehow.
Right, absolutely. And we worked on a lot of things this week, and we'll see Cadence Barrett doing a little bit more for us. And Cadence is a great kid that's done a great job for us. He's trying to lead as a senior. He wants to win. I want to win for he and all of our seniors and all of our mamas and daddies and everybody in our program. So I really appreciate all that he brings to the table, all that he does for us. But Landon Payton is doing a marvelous job as well. I have 2 very capable quarterbacks, and with every game that Landon Payton plays, he's getting better. Mm-hmm. And he's a quarterback for us in the foreseeable future.
Whether it's home game or travel, Fayetteville's faithful is going to be there.
They're always there. It was amazing. They were there last week. And, Vincent's got a lot going on for them right now. They had a full stands, Vincent did. People are excited over there about the program. And still, we had our people there. Mm-hmm. They're excited about what we're doing, about our kids. And their support is always there. And it's relentless support. It doesn't matter if you're winning, if you're 0-3 or 3-0, mm-hmm. They're going to be there for you, and I appreciate them so very much. And everybody supports our program, from our principal Brittany Brown, who does a marvelous job, to our assistant principals there at the school, to all of our faculty. Everybody is very supportive of our programs at school, our sports programs, and we just got our midterm grades out this week, and all the teachers are helpful and letting us know who needs to put a little more, pencil to paper, so to speak. So, we keep a watch on all that. It's a student athlete, student first, and we appreciate that about our faculty.
As the head football coach and athletic director, we talked about fans supporting the team. As an athletic director, we've got to have butts in the seat, because that's money that's going to help the program.
Well, that's absolutely right. A lot of people, it's $8 for a ticket. Everything's on GoFan, but that also includes your parking. Mm-hmm. So that includes that. But I haven't been to moving in a long time, Jimmy. I haven't been there in a long time, but I bet you a ticket's more than $8.
I bet.
To Hollywood movie. I'd a lot rather support our local communities. You have B.B. Comer, Childersburg, Fayetteville, Sylacauga. You got a lot of local high schools that are doing a great job. And I'd rather see a family go out to a football game than a volleyball game, a volleyball match, and any time than to go to some movie and support.
Speaking of volleyball, how's that going?
Fantastic. Coach Sherbert's doing a great job, and we really appreciate everything that those girls are bringing to the table. A lot to celebrate, a lot to support right now. Their record is stellar. They're doing a great job, and looking forward to these guys winning the region and moving on to states. What I'm looking forward to.
Absolutely.
It's going to happen.
Coach John Limbaugh, the head football coach and athletic director of the Fayetteville Wolves, for another minute or two. We always spotlight a particular player every week on the show. Who we got this morning?
Well, I'd say Cadence Barrett. Cadence was injured in the Verbena game, and Cadence had hurt his ribs back during the summer. And I can't really figure out, Jimmy, if that was lifting weights or on a wakeboard. I think maybe he was on a wakeboard out on the water. I can't get a clear picture of that, but kids are kids, aren't they? They're great. But anyway, he hurt those ribs again. I hurt his knee some, and we were very concerned about him. I kept him out of a game. He came back last week, and we tried to ease him back into the play of in the thick of things, and he did a great job. You know, he was one of the hardest hitters, and we weren't doing a lot of hitting last night, but last Friday night, but he did. He hit and he played hard, and we'll lift up Cadence Barrett this morning.
All right, let's get a win tonight against Isabella, and hopefully get on the winning track. Coach John Limbaugh, head football coach and athletic director of the Fayetteville Wolves, brought to you by Lori Darlings in Fayetteville and in Childersburg. Coach, thanks for joining. See you next week.
Thank you. Go Wolves.
More day break coming up right after this.